Hello students, welcome to Dhal sir classes. We'll discuss today one of the important thinker, Manuel Castells. We are living in a society where the Manuel Castells rightly pointed out the society is nothing but the network-based society or network society. So मानुल कसल को जानना मतलब नेटवर्क के साथ, इंफॉर्मेशन के साथ, कम्युनिकेशन के साथ, ग्लोबलाइजेशन के साथ जोड़ के उनकी बात को कहा जाता है, समझा जाता है. Basically, he was basically from Spain, but his work has a relationship with all over world. That means his work considered as the global work. His work extends from urban to internet, culture, politics, moments. So in all way he has extended his ideas in different fields. तो उनकी जो विचार है ये विचार हम लोग डिफरेंट पर्सपेक्टिव में समझते हैं दैट हाउ इकोनॉमिक्स और ग्लोबलाइजेशन की पर्सपेक्टिव में नेटवर्क का एक इम्पोर्टेंट रोल है पॉलिटिक्स एंड कल्चर में भी सोशल मूवमेंट में भी डिफरेंट अर्बन सेटअप को स्टडी करना इस सारे जगह पे मानुल कसल के आइडियाज को रिलेट किया जाता है. He has also coined the idea of fourth world. हम लोग फर्स्ट सेकंड थर्ड वर्ल्ड के बारे में जानते हैं. ये जो चतुर्थ दुनिया जो फोर्थ वर्ल्ड की बात करते हैं that gives a important dimensions that how there is a world which is excluded from that network. तो अगर ये ग्लोबल विलेज जिसको हम कहते हैं उस ग्लोबल विलेज से जो कनेक्टेड नहीं है जो एक्सक्लूडेड है उस विलेज से उस नेटवर्क से so that becomes the fourth world. So that gives a strong argument with respect to that how the industrialization, globalization or urbanization process is also not universally maintained or managed through the network. So there are cities, there are space where network is not accepted in that way. So that means those who are marginalized in that sense, the people or the population is socially excluded from the global force or global society. So that becomes the fourth world. Then, if you go by the important books, the information age, इकोनॉमी सोसाइटी एंड कल्चर जिसका 3 वॉल्यूम है उसमें द राइज ऑफ नेटवर्क सोसाइटी द पावर आइडेंटिटी एंड ऑफ मिलेनियम and all these 3 books are important. If you can read you will really enjoy because it has given a modern and postmodern dimensions to understand the contemporary society, that how the identity has been created with respect to the network and how the network society has given a new dimension to understand the contemporary society. And there are many perspectives it can emerge out of the idea of the network society given by Manuel Castells. तो मानुल कैसल की जो आइडिया है उस आइडियाज को लेके बहुत सारे साइंटिस्ट सोशल साइंटिस्ट they wanted to write the modern society by taking the reference of Manuel Castells' idea of network society. He has also written a few other books related to the urban question. Marxian approach में एक बुक है सिटी क्लास पावर. तो कभी कभी कंफ्यूज होते हैं लोग को लगेगा जहाँ पे क्लास पावर है शायद मैक्स वेबर ने लिखा होगा बट दिस बुक इज रिटन बाय मैनुअल कैसल. तो सिटी क्लास एंड पावर 3 different dimensions and you must remember this book is written by Manuel Castells. Then you find there is a book Economic Crisis and American Society, the city and the grassroots, a cross-cultural theory of urban social movements, the informational city, information technology, economic restructuring and urban regional process. So that means all these books are important. You must remember these books name for the examination. उनकी जो भी इम्पोर्टेंट कंसेप्ट है उसमें कलेक्टिव कंजप्शन, ग्लोबल डिवीजन ऑफ लेबर, timeless time, urban social movement, space of lodge, urban planning, network society. All are important when we find out that how the idea of collective consumption, we feel that the modern society or the postmodern society has created that no restriction of that boundary. Without restriction, the consumption process has become a collective consumption that gives a dimension that nobody is restricted in a consumerism culture or consumerism behavior. So economy is better means you consume everything, you consume from a global market, you consume from a shopping mall, you consume from any digital market. So that means the consumption is not related to any specific class or society, it is collective consumption. Then, if you understand the idea of uh, global division of labor, that means the division of labor is not simply the mechanical or organic as the idea given by Durkheim. Rather, the division of labor, the skill has dependent upon the world, the global demand. That means what the global society demands from the individual, then you find that the division is not with specific to one particular society or one particular state or one particular technology. So our idea, since taking the sense that how this division of labor, the idea of technology has a relationship with the larger society. जो पूरी दुनिया के साथ हम जोड़ रहे हैं, तो इसका मतलब हमारा काम पूरी दुनिया के साथ जोड़ के बताए. When we understand the idea of information age, मानुएल कैसल्स जिस बात को कहते हैं इकोनॉमी, सोसाइटी, कल्चर का मतलब ये तीनों चीज को अगर समझना है, so you understand that how the information technology has given a different dimension to understand economy, society and culture. तो जो प्रोडक्शन होता था पहले, so production was dominant from the producer side, but now the production has a relationship with the consumption side. So here the production, power and experience all are important part of the economy and the state. तो हमारे पास आज के समय में जो भी प्रोडक्शन होता है, it is based on the demands from the consumer, not the convenient side of the producer. Rather, the consumer decides what to be produced, how much to be produced. So that means the dynamics of the collective consumption and the consumerism culture has a relationship with the modern information society. So how the information technology has given a dimension of uh, economy, production, and also consumption. Then when he talks about the information as triology, that how the idea of society has a relationship with internet and the self, where the self has a relationship with the network organizations and how the hierarchy are integrated in a social organization with respect to the network. तो आपकी जो इंटरनेट है वो आपकी आइडेंटिटी को, आपके सेल्फ को एक डिफरेंट कंडीशंस क्रिएट करता है. सो यू आर reaffirming social identity, re nomenclature means you are getting a new meaning to your social identity. So that means information age or the network has changed the cultural landscape of our society. तो जो सांस्कृतिक आधार था जिसको देखने के लिए, सो आइडेंटिटी के माध्यम से उसको परिवर्तन किया टेक्नोलॉजी. सो मानुएल कैसल्स that argues the idea of information age is about digital language, computer, network, technology. So most of the things are controlled by all this digital language. So this became universal. So everything, if you think about cryptocurrency, if you think about digital payment, if you think about digital information, so it is nothing but the digital language, how it has been communicated through the network. So that means the local identity has been redefined through the digital language. Or this is not only local, it is again a universal way of looking the information society. Then when you understand that how this technology, the internet, has a relationship with the state, different social movements, different political conditions, that how the internet has given a global space. You understand the idea that how people have used, कैसे लोगों ने उसको यूज किया, उस एक्टिविस्ट ने उसको एक मूवमेंट करने के लिए जो मोबिलाइज करने की जो प्रोसेस ले आया. So that becomes an important dimensions that how the internet has given us. तो इंटरनेट खाली एक टेक्नोलॉजी नहीं है जो टेक्नोलॉजी आपको मार्केट या कंज्यूमरिज्म या बिजनेस की बात करता है, बट एट द सेम टाइम इट हैज अ रिलेशनशिप विद द स्टेट, मिलिटरी, academic, bureaucracy, social movements, social activists, and all these are part of the new economic infrastructure. तो आजकल कंप्यूटर या इंटरनेट से जुड़े हुए जो भी काम है, that became an important part because of the network. So if you are not connected with internet, so you are marginalized. You are backward. Your ideas are not going to be part of the public space. So that means internet empowers. Internet gives the positive conditions to understand the collective interest, collective consumption. Thank you. Thank you for watching Dhalsar classes.